Hey guys, Trent from Local Pest Experts, back today with another Wednesday waffle. I'm out here today collecting some specimens. So out behind me here you can see an arboreal nest, or part of an arboreal nest of a species of termites we call Nasutitermes walkeri. Now these guys are really cool species because they're really courageous. When you open their workings, they come out, it's almost like they want to fight you, but they're everywhere, and then they rebuild really quickly. But obviously I've removed some of this nest. I'll turn the camera around. So we're actually having an event at our office tomorrow night, and I thought this would be a really cool opportunity for some specimens, and you can see they're just lining the floor of this container. So what we want to see is them start to rebuild a little bit and just do their thing overnight. But it's really cool because I've pulled this open, we can see multiple what we call case, or like levels of stages of growth, the instars, and then cases in workers, soldiers, reproductives. So if we have a look here, you can see this little tiny little white one there. That's going to be what we call a nymph, or a baby. You can see obviously when we've removed this, we've removed very close to the nursery area. Then we've got these guys with their pointy little snout. They are the soldiers of this species. They've got what we call the Nasut head, which is that pointy snout on them. Then just here, you can see the worker. They're the ones that come out and do all the damage, all the eating, come back, tend to the nest, that sort of stuff. And then we've got a couple of instars. You can see here, this is a winged reproductive, or an alate. They're the ones that fly out on those summer afternoons. So it's interesting to see such levels of development of those alates at this time of year. You can tell it's been a fairly warm summer, because if we have a look, this one's squished. There's plenty of them on the bottom. Fully formed reproductives. So very early in the season to see that. But you'll see again on the ground here, lots and lots of them. Unfortunately, when I knocked the nest down, they landed all over my head. But one really cool thing that happens is birds use it as a nesting and feeding site. So that hollow in there that we can see, I actually didn't create that. That hollow was pre-existing. So what will often happen, something like a kingfisher, for instance, will come and hollow that out. Not only do they get a nice, safe nesting site then, but they also get food on tap. They can just break into the walls and start eating the termites as food for their young. Now you see quite a healthy, sizable nest there. Right next to it, another tiny little developing nest. Typically those reproductive flights, or when you see those alates through summer, are really ineffective. They're sort of sub 1% success rate, well below, probably more like 0.1 or below that even. But these guys are really good at it, because all they sort of need is a fork in the tree. They land in there with a reproductive of the same species from a different colony, and they can create a new nest really easy. So in areas that we find them, you find that they're incredibly abundant as well. Anyway, Nasutitermes walkeri.